Hello, my friends. Hey, howdy, hey, what a great day. Welcome to tonight's episode of The Strength of Thousands here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. Before we get started, a few programming announcements. Number one, I think my chair is broken already.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's already starting to not go all the way up.
Okay.
But we'll deal with that later. Programs. Tuesday night. Datafang, Will, Remnant 2, Electric Boogaloo. Final Boss. Who knows if it will be that time. We might do it, we might not. I'm kind of leaving everything up to Datafang because they developed the game and they know how much grinding we need to do. What, Matt?
Nothing.
Then on Wednesday, Wild Ambition. Oh boy, crazy stuff happening this week.
Choices were made.
McKenna made choices with Cooper.
I've been kind of on a warpath.
Yeah.
McKenna described things that made me kind of ick. So I appreciate how descriptive.
Did I squick you out with my descriptions?
You squicked me out with my descriptions just a little bit.
Wait,
I want to apologize,
what
but
did
also
I...
I'm a little. I'm no, nothing that you did. Everything that I did. This is my win.
Oh, the honey.
I
was just like, wait, what did I do an ick?
Oh, Honey Madeline being a grotesque little goblin. I want to apologize, but I am also a little bit proud of myself because you're kind of like a horror queen.
I know. It was very well descriptively done, honestly.
Oh, the transformation.
That means a lot coming
Yeah.
from you of all people, because you have also delivered some, like, when I think back to like DMs who have delivered truly, genuinely unsettling descriptions of things, like you are top chief amongst them.
I
It's
could
like
have set up my game.
You on a
Just
like
hands on
eldritch
hands.
horror level, and then Mel on like a psychological level. They're almost not comparable, but both were very scary, so that means a lot coming from you.
Who knows? Maybe I'll convince Will to let me do a horror one-shot this year.
I will not be part of it, but yeah.
There's no jump scares. Sarah's horror is less jump scare, more... I don't even know how to describe it. Well, I guess that's why I call it like eldritch.
McKenna,
Situational.
I was nervous when the creepy music went on in Maya's play.
Well,
You don't wanna-
I think we need to do some exposure therapy. I think you need to play Bloodborne.
Can you fix him for us,
if
Matthew?
they remake Bloodborne, I'll do it.
I have such sights to show you, Will.
If they remake Bloodborne, I'll do it. But they're
Yeah,
never
get
going
Em
to remake
involved. Does
Bloodborne.
Em like horror movies?
No.
You can sit in her lap for the duration.
I will say my Ju-on grudge based kind of characters are pretty awesome, actually.
The Grudge is the movie that turned me off horror movies. I watched it in high school, which should have been plenty old enough.
No, it's so good.
McKenna holds a grudge.
I had to sleep with no covers and the lights on for like 3 weeks.
That's fair.
You know what's
It
funny?
was the scene in the bed. Without that scene in the bed, I would have been fine. But that's my safe place.
Also,
Anyway.
Wednesday night, it's going to be a good time. I've made an elevator map. I've made a map for the elevator
Oh boy,
because
oh boy.
there's things that could happen now which could create a very interesting encounter.
I sure hope our plan isn't to just hit the close button a lot.
I'm not sure what y'all are going to do. I'm excited to see what you all decide to do. It'll be very interesting. Then on Thursday we're off, but once I'm done my play, I might do a show on Thursday nights too. I don't know.
Sure.
Then on Friday, Astral Calling, our party went to Pirate College.
We sure did.
As one does.
Oh right, no, I'm running games at a game store on Thursday. Thank you for reminding me, Emily.
Oh, right.
Right.
That.
Forgot about that. I'm trying to get the Pathfinder Society levels done so that I can get my foot.
Are you
further
starting
in
that
the
up
door.
again this Thursday?
June.
June, okay.
Yeah, June starts up again. Yeah, so if you like Pathfinder Society in Winnipeg, come do that. It's going to be a party. I just actually finished reorganizing, you can't see it on stream, all the physical Pathfinder maps I have. Then, on Saturday, the lovely Saturday, Tabletop Bros, Baldur's Gate 3, Will, Calf, Chad, Matt, as we continue to make our way through Act 3. We went to the circus last week. It was
We did.
wonderful. I had a treato.
Trito.
We had a commission, a statue commissioned of Garl, naked.
Naked.
Delightful.
There's leaves over everything.
On Will, it's weird. Will was talking about this, and we're all looking at like, what are you talking about, Will? Then we realize he's the only one playing on streamer safe.
Yeah. I have the, if you're streaming Baldur's Gate, please click this button clicked. And it's like, that's
Also-
smart.
Lol.
I
The
do.
no titty button.
The no
I
titty
do.
No
one.
Yeah.
titty button. Oh, boo.
I do feel a little bad that I essentially tricked Crystal Calf in being teleported to Chult. Enjoy
No,
the
but-
dinosaurs.
No,
was very-
but
it was
you
very
should
funny.
have.
Yeah, sending the druid there was actually probably the best move that we had.
I mean,
Yep.
anyone but potentially you.
I mean, I had undead thralls that I could summon.
Steve 1 through 3.
The Steve 1 through 3, and then once we do the heist, I'll be able to have 4 ghouls, which I will name the Hex Ghouls.
It used to be 5, but then
Eh,
I do love the fact that the ghoul at the entrance to the circus in Baldur's Gate is named Benji. I was like, aw,
he nerfed it. A clown ghoul. Imagine that.
PJ, hi. Because it's Benji, and it reminded me of PJ. It's like, oh look, it's PJ's Pathfinder character as a zombie. Then, on...
But no, you aren't calling PJ a clown ghoul because that
No.
would be a pretty serious allegation.
No, if I had to assign PJ like a role in like the Sword Coast sort of world, it would probably be a paladin of tier, like that,
An actual paladin of tier,
an
not
actual
like the
paladin
ones-
of tier. Although
PJ
I have
definitely
to,
has big paladin vibes.
I just realized I'm going to have to in my solo run kill Karlach, which makes me sad.
Why would
because
you have to do that?
fashion?
Fashion?
You get the best set of robes if you do it.
What are
You're a
you?
monster.
you
get-
No.
How dare.
That is not at all true. There's the mermaid robes in Act 3, which are better.
But that's Act 3. I'm talking about Act 1. Like, those are some pretty nice robes.
Have
Like, they
some
look
goddamn
good.
patience, you psychopath.
I don't even get past Act 1 half the time in honor mode.
We can talk about your shortcomings later.
That sounds like a skill issue.
It is. It's a terrible skill issue.
Get good.
Get
And
good.
then I keep dying to the fucking methods. And then on Sunday, Cozy Co-op, Will, Sarah, Emily, Stardew Valley, playing more this week. It's going to be a good time. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're doing stuff. Sarah's romancing Shane as always. Emily
Romance
hasn't.
partner.
Emily hasn't blown up all of our stuff yet. Emily started watching Dimension 20, which is fun.
Oh, delightful.
I showed her a Cubbies compilation. She's like, "Oh, I'm going to
Ah, the
watch this
Cubbies.
now."
The Cubbies. Is she
Yeah.
starting with Fantasy High?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yay.
on Monday, Strength of Thousands AP, the show you're watching right now. Why are you watching it? Well, because, in my opinion, we have one of the best AP GMs on the internet. We got Matthew
It's true.
Urban, also known as Urbanov.
I appreciate. I
Take
take
the
the compliment as it
compliment.
was intended, though I do wonder that you prefaced it by saying AP GMs, which could be even better.
Yeah.
But I do wonder what that means exactly.
Adventure Path and actual play.
No, I know what AP means, Will. I mean, why is it
Action
important to
points.
distinguish between an AP GM and a non-AP GM?
Because I've never had you GM for like a long-term campaign where I've been able to like regularly make it to sessions. I don't have enough experience to make that call.
Fair enough.
There you go.
I appreciate the specifying.
Yeah. No, I'm happy
It's
to
technically
specify.
correct, which is the best kind of correct.
correct. But yes, everyone, hello and welcome to the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path. My eyes are going to be all over the place tonight because I'm using a different camera that's in a different place, so I can't actually look at you guys and the camera very easily. But I'm going to try my best.
Doesn't Matt's camera look great? Tell Matt how great the camera looks.
Look so pale.
I'm so pale.
I'm so pale.
The pale.
Tonight at 7.
I'm so
You saw me
pale.
with
I
that
wonder
clip.
why.
It reminds me of the newscaster
Is that why my neck
clip
was
where
sore after our trip?
they cut back to her, and they didn't say that she was on air, and she's looking at herself in the monitor. She goes, "I'm so pale," and you hear a voice. The girl next to her goes, "We're on," and she goes, "Tonight at 7."
Tonight.
So funny.
Now, we are playing the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path.
Yes.
As we follow our
Yes.
lore speakers of the Magambia as they go through various trials and tribulations. Tonight, specifically, they continue attempting to assemble mystical artifacts that will allow them to access the Doorway of the Red Star, which will be, hopefully, the key to locating ancient mage Old Man Jatambe, who is the founder of the Magambia, and might be able to answer questions about all sorts of things. But what's standing in their way is the Throat of Nothingness, a nihilistic cult that seems to have plenty of undead resources lying about, if not a particularly well-maintained cathedral. They managed to get past a pair of bickering demi-liches, bickering dicks. I was about to say bickering dicks.
What is happening?
And then, despite an early attempt to kind of convince some weird undead spawn things that you were sort of on their side, luckily you guys triggered that encounter before it bled into another encounter, so good. Sarah actually saved everyone's lives, potentially.
Yay!
Yay! I did something.
Yeah. So you guys, well, hold on. I should, before I get back into the present situations, I should go around and introduce the cast. And I do have a special question tonight in honor of dear old M starting Dimension 20. Will, please introduce yourself, your character, and if you had a job as a teacher at an adventurer's academy, and you, not your character, what subject would you teach? And it has to be sort of adventuring themed, like it can't be banned. Like, you could do bard class if you wanted, but you could also be very specialized, like, social encounters class or something.
Quest reporting for the adventure party leader.
Which is something they don't have enough in schools, honestly, the paperwork necessary.
Well, no, here's the thing. A class centered around being able to report your completed quest in a way that makes you seem much more impressive than you actually are.
Ah, so lying.
Not lying, embellishing. Adding
So,
pizzazz.
a liar.
Okay, but who is your character, Will, and who are you?
Tonight, I am playing the wonderful, the kind-hearted, the loved by many, Igura, Gama, and Choco.
Site sources?
We love Choco.
We love Igura
Yes.
is loved by all
Everybody
of their
loves
friends.
Choco.
Everybody loves Will's characters. Igura is not at all problematic in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, yeah, we've managed to avoid any weird tropes. But following that train of laughter, down to, on my screen, McKenna. Please introduce yourself, your character, and what subject you would teach at an adventurer's academy.
I feel like I've
Howdy.
been primed.
Sorry?
No, you just made a very funny joke, and I'm laughing at it. That's the opposite of a crime. Hi, everyone. I'm laughing. That's my name. I also go by McKenna Ray Tynan or McKenna Ray Art on all of the internets. Oh, I'm crying. That was funny. And tonight I'm playing Avi Avi and Agate, her familiar. And oh God, what class would I teach in an adventuring academy?
Something
That could
slime
be-
related?
Something, yeah.
Slime husbandry?
How to train your oozes. I would love to do like a care of magical creatures kind of class. Um, like care and also how to not get killed by them. I think that would be very fun, but especially focusing on like the different animals and mythological beasts and creatures.
Very well.
Or maybe a familiar class. Maybe that would be like the elective. Like you have to take
Familiars 101.
magical creature class first, and then the next year you could take the familiar elective.
And last but certainly not least, our cat mom extraordinaire, Sarah.
That's me.
Please introduce yourself, your character, and hand out the syllabus to your Magical Academy class.
Gosh, I lost you. Hold on. I increased the screen for some reason. Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah Margaret. I'm playing Charlotte, a naughty toxicologist, one who throws acid bombs and fire bombs and bombs in general. Yes, that. And can you give me the question one more time? Because it's in my head, but it just went
That's
slipped
fine.
through.
If you you're Sarah, a teacher at a magical academy for adventurers, what subject would you teach? What class?
Animal studies.
Now, who's the substitute?
Magical.
Who's the...
So
So-
we're teaching the same class. It's a very popular.
We- We're co-teachers for this class, basically.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, it would have to be animal studies because that is just kind of what I know a lot about is animals. I mean, I could also go more witchcraft based functionalities, but
Ooh.
even that would be like I'm not as versed in it. So
Maybe you're like the
Magical.
more specialized teacher. Like there's like the general animal class, and then there's the, getting your familiar class, and then there's what you do, which is like husbandry and also how to most effectively use your familiar.
yeah, there it is. It's like you're 101 and I'm 102.
Yeah.
I'm invoking some executive privilege here, though. I'm anticipating you guys having to use the same classroom because they can't have more than one magical creatures classroom because it's very expensive. So you guys get into some sitcom shenanigans like,
Yes.
McKenna, you moved the desk by 2 inches. I had that perfectly aligned. What are you doing?
It's the
I
Odd
needed to
Couple
get
all
out of
over
the
again.
sun. Yeah.
It's definitely like it would probably have to be outdoors to a certain degree. So I think there would be a
I'm
large amount of
picturing
space.
kind of a room that's half sort of a sunroom that has big sliding glass or transparent doors. So half the room can sort of be turned into an open air porch, and then it gets sealed up. Because I live in Canada, and you have to consider everything has to be at least sealable against the elements, which was quite a culture shock for me being down there. I'm like, how can there be a classroom hallway on a second floor balcony with no windows? Oh yeah, they don't get snow here.
Yeah.
Rabbits are some of the most difficult animals to raise in outdoor settings.
All of my schools growing up, and I went to several different ones in Southern California, all of them were outdoors. We didn't even have hallways. Instead of lockers in the hallways, we had locker pavilions, which were just little buildings with lockers in them outdoors.
You too?
That's
That
That was
very
us.
interesting.
They were
Yeah,
all
we-
outdoors, single story.
We had like building complexes basically for ours. And that's the funny thing is when I picture Magombe, I picture my high school, which is like in this building is the sciences building, and this building is the shop, and this building is like math, and English is over here and stuff. So it's separated by like the different buildings, but everything else is open air. So to get from like math to science, you have to go outside. Period.
I can't hear your fan, Will, so that's great.
I can hear you're typing pretty aggressively though.
But can stream.
Yes.
I couldn't
Actually
hear that,
squishy, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, except even Buffy had hallways.
Even
Buffy the
had
Vampire
hallways.
Slayer had hallways. We did not have indoor hallways, period.
That might
All
have
of
been
the classrooms went outdoors.
That might have been a concession for filming because it's probably a lot more annoying to film with outdoor stuff.
Oh yeah. The outdoors were an outdoors set, and all of the hallways were a single set that they just had inside.
And
Also,
finally, for me,
comparatively, Canada has much smaller schools than America, so
I would probably teach magic and ethics. We would
Nice.
have an entire half term where people would have to split off into groups and do debates about the ethics and use of the Dominate spell.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's an advanced class.
Mm,
We need mature students for
it's a
it.
senior class.
Also, I'm having an affair with the herbology teacher.
Oh.
Mr. Urbanov.
They're a dryad.
Mr. Urbanov,
Mr. Urbanov,
we have a question.
Is it ethical to transmute iron into gold?
No, because you can destabilize the economy.
Mr. Urbanov,
Yes, in the back.
what if Will already did it?
Well, that's demerits then, and a night in the Scream Dungeon.
Mr.
Ah,
Urbanov,
Mr. Urbanov.
but hear me out.
Hold on. Everyone's gonna get a turn. Sarah, by the window.
But what if you want to destabilize the economy?
Yeah, what if it's a bad government for a bad
Did
country?
you guys just come from Rogue class? I'm getting that vibe.
No. I came from sorcery class.
Oh, okay.
Sorcerers, the Nepo babies of the fantasy universe.
I cannot advocate disrupting the economy via transmutation or even any sort of magical alteration because that is not something we promote here in the school. Once you graduate, we have no control over you and we can't fail you for doing that. I will just leave that on the table.
Mr. Urbanov, but what if the inherent flaws in capitalism can be exploited and thusly dismantled by transmuting iron into gold?
This is a classroom setting. I'm not going to respond to an incredibly vague hypothetical.
Mr. Urbanov,
McKenna, then we really do have to move on to the quiz.
when are we seriously going to discuss the thought process of Karl Marx?
We don't.
Roll that intro. Alveba?
When last we left our lore speaker adventures, they had cleared what I don't know was the sarcophagus room of various undead spawns. Things went off well early on, and then people started getting paralyzed, and the action economy started swinging against you guys. But you rallied, you smushed all these undead, and now you are left with a bunch of somehow even worse looking corpses, but at least they're not moving around.
Yay!
I make a pile.
Why?
Of corpses?
Yeah.
I mean, fortifications.
Because for easy disposal, Avi.
Intrusion Darkness quickly raises a hand. There is no adequate ventilation in this room. Please don't set anything substantial on fire. We
No,
would
I'm not
choke to
going to
death.
burn the corpse pile. I'm just putting them there because when we inevitably clear out this fort, the defenders of this area are going to come in and retake it, and I don't want them to have to spend a bunch of time piling the bodies up and getting them out of here. So I'm just helping out a bit.
You're like stacking the plates before the waiter gets to the table.
Yeah.
So the waiters don't actually like it when you do that.
Well,
It gets gunk on the bottom of the plates and makes them harder to clean.
fuck me, I guess.
This is an interesting
thank
conversation
you.
to have in the middle of a cult cathedral.
Avi, no offense, not my type. Sorry.
Mutual.
Yeah.
No, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. But how is everyone doing in terms of hit points?
On a
Good
scale
question.
of 1 to 231, I'm at 45.
Oof.
I
Perhaps
think I might
it's
still be drained from the fight with the liches.
Yes. Training does not go away
Um,
till we long rest.
Yeah, so I'm at 128 out of 176.
well actually hold on. Do I have a restoration? Hold on a sec.
I'm just going to
Oh,
start.
oh. So, I'm remembering a lesson that Abby taught me in the Wednesday show. So, Endures in Darkness has access to 8th level spells, so he has one cast of Moment of Renewal, which can give us the equivalent of a long rest.
Nice.
All right. Well, we
Which
can.
would get rid of
Okay.
Fatigued, which would do a lot of healing.
I would say let's hold off on that until like we finish the first floor at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we want to at least sit down and do a bunch of medicine check patty cake?
I'm already doing that for myself. So far, everyone's gotten 45 and then 47 hit points back.
I will say you guys have enough time with both Will and Endures in Darkness' combined efforts. In fairly short order, you can get healed up.
Yeah, I've done the math. It takes me about 30 minutes for Igara to
Yeah.
patch themselves up.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, everyone can get up to their current max hit points. Please, someone will probably make sure Ophelia's up.
Oh, okay. I will. Am I puppeting? Ophelia Silverdale.
I have to stop doing that.
Do I don't.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna check
But
the rules on Movement of
gives,
Renewal,
it
too.
gives me the smallest bit of serotonin.
Somehow I feel like Ophelia would hate it. You know what I mean?
It should be noted, and this is, I didn't know this myself. I couldn't remember this from when Abby used to do it. Moment of Renewal doesn't give you back spell slots. It just does
No.
healing and removes conditions.
Yeah.
Well, removing the drained condition might be kind of nice. Because I don't know who else is drained.
Hear me out. It will suck if we remove the drain condition and then immediately
Oh,
get
hold
hit by
on.
another one.
Hold on. Endures in Darkness does have restoration. But I only have it at 2nd level, and I don't think I can do spontaneous.
I mean, you're only drained one, right, Avi?
I think I'm only drained one.
Yeah, so that's
Oh no,
only...
I'm drained too.
Okay, so yeah, drain 2 is reasonable to get rid of with
Yeah, and
restoration.
Drained only gets added to the list of conditions you can reduce when you heighten restoration to level 4. And I don't have a
Yeah.
4th level restoration prepared today.
Well, you're
Fair
good if you
enough.
don't need to.
Oh, I suppose that's true. Does anyone want to do anything else before we continue on?
No, I'm good.
Igor would like to kick down this door. Well, not kick it down, but open it.
Yeah.
Northern door.
I think druids are prepared casters, actually, Will. I think I have to prepare all my versions of my spells.
Oh,
Correct.
I have so little druid spells and summoner spells that like literally my spell sheet is heal, haste,
All right.
heal, execute, summon animal, heal.
Endures is going to move right behind Ophelia. Does anyone want to position themselves in any specific way before Will knocks the door down?
No, I'm not going to knock it out. I'm going to open it. Just had some munchkin stuck in my head.
Yeah, I'll get
Okay.
up on this sarcophagus.
Well, because when you play munchkin, you're kicking the door down. is what you do when you flip a card over on the deck.
What do you do when you play Pathfinder?
You just open the door.
Cool, we open the door.
All right. Give me just a quick second. All right. So, I'm gonna move to where's my? Oh, hold on a second. All right. I'm going to remove the door so you can all see what's going on in there. Ba-bam.
Oh, well.
Well, bam.
Ew!
It's going to
Why does it got a titty arm?
bear the sign.
Why does it have an arm coming out?
There is also two other. I don't know why this thing's not on the GM layer, but the other two things are. So give me a quick second here. There are two other beings in the room, though. I'm gonna have to describe this a bit.
Ooh.
Yes. So, I'm gonna
The
read some
Qlons
block
is
text.
Interesting.
All right. So you guys have entered in. This pair of large domed chambers is connected by a 20-foot wide hallway. Several workbenches, bookshelves, and desks line the walls of both chambers, while at the center of each stands a long table surrounded by chairs. Books and notes are scattered haphazardly around the room. You guys, upon looking at this room, despite the very different kind of aesthetics and architecture, get a weird sense of deja vu, like, oh, this is like, I've seen classrooms or laboratories like this at school.
Ooh, interesting.
Less grime and blood on the floors, but yeah, there's an academic feel to this room. But as you enter, this bizarre creature that Will showed you turns its like featureless head to look at you, and you hear a voice in your minds rather than coming from any of its orifices. Ah, blood and breath. Let us witness whether infusion of need into the dead might affect its lasting privilation. We're going to
Infusion
roll
of what?
initiative.
Oh boy.
Revelation.
Howdy.
We're going to roll initiative because you see the thing reaching for the muzzle on this creature next to it.
Oh boy, I sure love nothingness.
I'm going to open the initiative tracker, or Will already did.
I love nothingness. Yes, I do.
Just like every
I
other
love
human.
nothingness.
I
Not
love
the
That's
nat
so
one.
true.
Complaining. I love nothingness and complaining about things.
I love nothingness so much that I wrote a song about it. Fuck, that's creating something.
Ah, damn it, I tied with the thing.
Yes, you did.
Too bad I'm not a war priest cleric.
I'm also going to assign some colors to these little things, little dots, so you know which one is which. Red and blue, the classic dichotomy. All right, and I need endurers.
Don't you
My
mean
little mushroom boy.
dichotomy?
No, I do not.
Gross.
Wow.
Yeah, I have room to put the initiative tracker somewhere, won't get in my way. All right, I think that is everyone having rolled. So I'm going to descending. Gonna move the Quailant. There's no pronunciation guide for this.
It is the Quailant.
All right.
Yeah.
The Quailant is, with a single interact action, going to undo the muzzle off the gaunt, ravenous-looking creature to its side, and then it is going to spend an action to just simply leisurely kind of strut into the other room, and you hear the sound of another muzzle being undone. And that's its turn.
No.
And this thing, the one thing that's muzzle is off now, is looking at you with the most insane, frenzied, hungry look you've ever seen in your life. You've seen college students who pulled all-nighters coming into the cafeteria for caffeine. These things are emaciated, starved looking, but they also look very unnatural and undead. They are literally drooling, looking at you, and their drool is like horrifyingly viscous and blackish. And they have really pointy teeth. But yeah, Igor, it's your turn. Ophelia, you'll be up next. So
Gamma
double will turn.
Gamma strides to there, and we hold an action. A strike first when something comes into range.
Okay. Oh god, Choco's way far away, isn't he?
He's over here, but Choco's not really useful in this one. Alright. Ophelia. Bard song! Fighting evil by moonlight.
This one goes out to all my
Yay.
Ophelia fans. I don't know what Ophelia calls her fans.
Disposable fan. I mean...
Ophelia loves her fans.
And then she'll do the free action to have it linger and do all the fun heroic stuff. 41.
Ophelia loves that.
41,
Ophelia's
that
fans
is
love her.
not a critical success, but it is a definite success.
Cool. So whatever that
Plus
ends
2.
up being. And then she is going to forbidding ward Gamma against this one, red.
All right. Is that the end of her turn?
Yep.
All right, we move on to the first of the Raikolakos ancients, who is with a hissing, almost howl of horrifying hunger and need, is just going to launch itself across the room towards Gamma. I'm just going to double check their movement. I wish they would sometimes make certain things pop on these sheets. 40, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Technically, that'll hit. So, gets to here. Gamma technically does occupy this square.
Yep, Gamma
Your
does.
your held auction will go off.
Yep. So that'll become a 45, 46 to hit.
That will crit.
Okay, so that will become... Oh, that's awful. Are these constructs, Matt?
No, they are definitely not constructs.
Just wanted to check. So 42 sonic damage.
42 sonic. Let me just double check any sort of... No, they have no resistance to that, seemingly. So they will take the full 42. They don't seem to have any vulnerabilities to it either, but...
Least resisted type of damage in the game, woo-woo.
And, alright, that was one action to get there. They are then just going to... now that they're muzzle off, they can use a Fang Strike. 29.
Misses.
Yeah. It isn't prepared for... It tries to go in for a bite the exact moment Gamma does the sonic belly bump, and they end up kind of like bouncing off of each other.
Good job, Gamma.
It's then going to just... It's just going to use a claw then for second attack. 40.
That will hit.
Just 24 slashing. I don't think it has anything. No.
Cool.
All of its stuff requires actions to do, which is great for me because I have to remember to do all these things. We move on to Endures, who is seeing what Gamma is throwing down. So he is going to move to here. So he's within 5 feet of Gamma. And he is going to activate his, what is it called? Innate focus spell, Protective Ward. So everyone within 5 feet gets +1 to AC.
Nice.
And he is going to also give Gamma guidance.
Nice.
Then we move on to the second of the Ancients, which is also going to climb, like almost spider climb across the side of the pillar, trying to get to Gamma as fast as humanly possible. Humanly possible, quote unquote. And it is also... actually, it is going to... No, that needs to be on the third action. So
Wait,
yeah, it's...
did I? I don't know if I actually rolled. Hold on.
You did.
Nope, I didn't. That's my bad. I was like sitting here going, yeah, no, we're playing, right?
The game never ends.
Okay, I'm gonna retry this. Also, just put me at the end of the turn order regardless. That's my bad.
Well, we'll put you where your number rolls. 34. Actually, you'll be next.
Right
Actually,
after
that works
this.
out perfectly.
Perfect.
Oh, okay, great. There we go.
Yeah, this guy's just gonna do 2 slashing things because sadly all of his abilities require at least it to be him to have 2 actions first. Oh wait, no, actually, he is going to first attempt to. Okay, he has 2 actions. He will make a fang attack. 40.
That will hit. It will not crit.
All right, hits 33 piercing, and then he's going to clamp down and drink blood.
Well,
Ever wonder what happens when if you starve a vampire?
Athletics check.
And then
Okay,
let
you need to
them
make
go?
An athletics
They
check
turn
against,
into dogs?
against my forward 2 DC. So you need a 36.
Nope.
No.
All right.
So,
You just take 9 damage. That's all.
on a success, the creature
Oh.
becomes trained to. Failure target takes 9 damage. Okay. Cool. What did they roll? They rolled a 4. Oh, they're probably going to succeed this most of the time. Okay.
But I don't gain any temporary HP. I don't think. This is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Only on a success do I gain temporary HP. And that's their turn because it was bite and then drink blood and move. Sarah, you're up. Avi, you'll be up
I
next.
don't take any damage, Matthew.
No?
That damage is for the blood transfusion.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Because
Oh,
if blood
okay.
transfusions with the 20 medicine check is required, failure they take 1 damage. Critical failure they become reduced to 0 HP and become dying. So I'm going to take that 9 hit points back. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so if I don't make the athletics check, just nothing happens.
Yep.
Okay. Fine with me. There's a lot of abilities all new to me.
No,
Charlotte?
that's why I'm reading them.
I took my first move to move forward. So my first action was to move close enough so that I could then explode a bomb right here between these two.
I like the idea that you're like, all right, my perfectly round bombs, I prepared them just for this. Just rolls them under Gamma's bulk.
Oh,
Like a bowling
absolutely.
ball.
Absolutely. What else would I do with that? And we're going to use a moderate crystal shard bomb.
Ooh.
That's a 31 to hit.
33.
Not 30.
Bard song.
Oh, Bard Song.
Just shy, I'm afraid. They have an AC of 34.
But do they still
To be
get
fair,
some
you
of that
rolled
splash
pretty
damage?
low. So
They do. Only on a critical miss do they not get splash damage.
so they'll take
Yeah, so they'll still get 10 piercing damage.
They have no resistance to that, seemingly.
Okay, and we'll try a second attack. See if we can't roll a little bit higher this time.
That's
Look
much
at
better.
that.
That becomes a 38. That definitely hits.
Okay, so we'll double with a 15 total. 5 piercing and plus an additional 10 splashing.
So another 15 to each of them.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say, as the crystal shards, oh god, I say that, explode and like lacerate their flesh, you can see at some places their skin is so thin on their bones, the simple act of cutting their flesh exposes bone underneath.
Ew.
And they are so starving, blood does not drip from their wounds.
Oh, I feel kind of bad.
No, they will eat you if they get the chance. Do not feel bad for them.
Absolutely.
They are monsters.
Absolutely. I feel bad that they are starving. I can still feel bad that they are starving. I acknowledge
you
the
can
fact
help with that.
I know, exactly. I can acknowledge the fact that I would be the meal. No, so Crazy. Unfortunately, the caltrop damage is only on the area in which it originated, which be here. So if they moved in that area, if you moved in this particular spot, yes, you would get caltrop damage.
All right. That was 2 things in a move. Avi, you're up next, and then the Quailant.
Wait a lot. I
Quailant.
think the first thing I am going to do, seeing what they're trying to do with Tagama, I am going to take wing and just get like 30 feet up over here. I'm gonna put a little wing symbol, because
You're
they
fine.
can take a bite out of Gamma. If they take a bite out of me, it's gonna be a much bigger bite, relatively speaking.
It's
I'm
gonna be the
move myself
whole
here.
body, I suspect.
All right, I'm sorry. Just you saying they can take a bite out of Gamma. The fact that you're a witch. Have you guys ever seen the little YouTube short witches on like Tinder?
Oh no,
No.
I haven't.
They're talking about like these witches, like, oh, I'll just use the youth potion to look younger for my date. Don't you think that's a little unethical? I mean, the primary ingredient is the blood of children. They have a lot of blood, Mildred. What are they going to do with all that blood? I mean, if a nice green lady came up to me and said, I'm having a date later and I need to look younger, can I have some of your blood? You know, I'd give it to her, Mildred. I'd give them the blood.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. Crazy is absolutely correct. I completely forgot. So anything within the splash area
Mhm.
is automatically, if they try to move, they get
Yes.
damaged by caltrops. So
To
it
be
isn't
fair-
just that
Oh,
one
nice.
spot.
Unless you guys do something very specifically to provoke them that will try and get them to tumble through Gamma, they have this big blood bank in front of them. They're not going to be moving much unless you guys prompt them to move somehow, or Gamma goes down.
Yeah, but still.
Will has
Um,
employed the beef gate strategy.
I kind of want to be on top of where Charlotte is, but I don't want to overlap the tokens because then we're not going to be able to see each other.
And well, no,
Up
you are
on my
you're a tiny
shoulder.
creature.
Yeah, it's
Huh?
also a different square technically. We have to think 3-dimensionally, Matt.
Oh yeah, you are flying. So we'll just remember that you're there.
Okay, that means
can
that I
remember
have
that one
just
little
enough
factoid.
space to cast electric arc on the two thingamajigs.
I like to think Charlotte just goes, bombs, overcome. From over their
Oh, if they
head.
could
Like,
both make me some cheeky little reflex saves, that'd be great.
I don't know, they got that attic twitchiness. They might be able to make it. 31, nope. 42, yes, but not crit. So the first one will take the full damage.
29
29. Well, wouldn't it
with
be
Bard Song.
30 because we got a +2 on the Bard Song?
Oh, it would be 30 with +2 on the Bard Song.
B30, we have +2.
I am an honest GM, if nothing else.
And then the other one will take 15.
Though, admittedly, that's what a lying GM would say.
I mean,
And
yes.
that's my turn.
I'm so trustworthy, ooh woo.
Scary.
The Quailant steeples its weird little digits, tilts its faceless head to watch you all, and does nothing. It is merely observing its experiment.
I hate that.
You could also feel you can also feel it like slimy, thumbless fingers groping at the edges of your mind.
Thanks. I hate it.
What will you do now,
Smells like Teen Spirit.
earthly flesh thing?
I can't see it from where I am, unfortunately.
You can
I don't
see the
even-
top of its head in the shadows of the next room, and it is very unsettling.
I actually I don't know if it's the dynamic lighting or what. I actually can't
Actually, no,
see
yeah,
where it
there's a
is.
whole ass wall in the way.
Yeah.
I cannot draw a straight line
You
to it
would
from
be
you.
able to see it from Charlotte Square.
I've just moved myself around and no, I can't.
Yeah. There's a
It's
big chunk of
fully
wall here.
around the
Well,
corner.
Gamma's kind of sitting on top of it, but it's a... I suppose if you do from that corner. I keep mentally thinking of doing it from the center of the square, but whatever. Igor, it is your turn. Now, I have to say, Gamma is going to have to take potentially 2 saves this turn because there is a pestilent aura around the things, but it's only 5 feet, so only Gamma is going to have to
Also,
take it.
Avi, you're on GM for some reason.
Oh, that's annoying.
I will switch you.
Okay, so Gamma has to make 2 saves.
Yes, I need DC 35, and now let me double check if it'll make you immune if you pass.
Is it the same aura?
It is the same aura.
37.
That is a success on the first one.
All right.
I
and
don't
am I
think
immune
it
if I
makes
pass?
you.
You can put the aura in the chat if you click on the name of the aura.
Well, it just has pestilent aura.
Mhm.
I don't want to necessarily reveal what the pestilent aura does because it's a fun surprise. But
Fun for who?
fun for me.
I succeed on both of them, so it doesn't matter.
All right.
Gamma's going to
Gamma does
cast-
not feel any of his glands swelling.
Gamma's going to cast Mirror Image on themselves,
Let me double check if they have an AO.
and then
They
Striking
do
Belly Bump
not.
Blue. So 37, 38, 39 to hit blue.
37 will definitely
39.
hit. 39 will definitely hit, but not crit on blue.
Yep, and then so that'll be 23 sonic damage.
Will, are you focus firing on the wounded one?
Ophelia's going to go. Ophelia's going to keep Bard's Song up.
2 points to Banner House.
I mean, it's me, Matthew. And then with her last 2 actions, she hasn't used any 3rd level spells today. She's going to haste Gamma and Igor.
Oh. Gotta go fast.
Yep. And that will be Ophelia's turn.
So, fun fact, they introduced 2 different Sonic-like games as a mini game into Star Rail recently, and I've discovered I'm very bad at them. the timing is not best. That was Ophelia's turn?
Yep.
All right, we move on to Blue. Blue, seeing the damage it's taking, is going to go in for a little sip. Fang attack. No! Wow.
No.
Second attempt. It really wants
Does
some
that
blood.
critically miss, or is that regularly miss? That regularly misses, so I lose one of my 4 mirror images. 3 left.
Well, don't we roll to see?
No mirror image is on a normal miss. You lose an image, I believe. Let me triple check. It's only on a hit.
No?
No, I think we just.
Why would they lose an image if they miss?
Yeah. Yeah.
If an attack roll fails,
Any attack that would hit you has a
if an
random
attack
chance of
roll-
hitting one
If
of
an
them.
attack roll fails to hit your AC but doesn't critically fail, it destroys an image but has no additional effect.
Yes.
So,
Huh.
yeah, it killed an image. So I have 3 images left on Gamma.
I wonder if they changed it. Because we've never played it like that before.
Any attack that would hit you has a random chance of hitting one of your images instead of you. So only attacks that hit you will.
And
Misses
then
do not affect the mirror images.
if an attack roll fails to hit your AC but doesn't critically fail, it destroys an image but has no additional effects. It's the last paragraph, Matt.
Either they
Oh,
changed
that-
it or we've been running mirror image wrong this whole time.
Oh, we've been running it wrong this whole time. I just haven't said anything because I haven't been using it. Although I've been using it like this, so
That's very strange. That's kind of a nerf.
yes.
All right.
Second one
That's-
misses because of forbidding ward.
Also plus 1 AC from.
Yeah, so second one misses because of Endures and Darkness's buff. So that
Uh,
just
then-
pops an image
Last, we're going to go for a claw attack. Misses.
and it just pops an image.
All right. Endures in darkness.
Ah,
He's
Oh,
going to
that
spend
was-
1 action to keep his thing up and pump it out. Now everyone within 10 feet gets +1 AC,
Nice.
and he is also going to try and strike
Let's see if
blue.
mirror image got a buff.
1,
of the
2, 3, 4, 5. He
mirror-
just because. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, he can hit both of them with a an electric arc.
Nice.
But not. Oh no, it's a saving throw. Yeah, hold on. Red. Saved.
No.
Ooh, big save, but not critically. So they both save, so they're both gonna take 9 electric damage. We move on to red. Going back in for them bitey bites. 44.
That would hit, but mirror image. So roll a 1, a d6, a d2. 1's gamma, 2 is that nothing. 1 is a hit. 1. Okay, that'll hit gamma for 31 piercing damage.
All right, we're gonna try the drink blood thing again.
Yep, another
So
fort
that
save.
is, I'll make an athletic.
Oh, it's not a fort save. It's not that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
47 against
That
your
will
athletics.
succeed. That does not critically succeed.
So Gamma becomes drained 2, and I gain 25 hit points.
Okay, so I become drained 2. Now, that's a pain. Gamma, you're useless.
Seems kind of rude, honestly.
Poor Gamma.
There we go, drain 2. I will apply that to Gamma as well, because summoners share their conditions with their Eidolon. Because
Ooh,
summoners
yeah, we are
only
definitely going to want to
recharge from-
use the moment of renewal after this, because
Well-
the drain thing lasts for a week.
Moment of renewal only cover it by 1, so either way.
Well, yeah. That was 2 actions, then it's just going to. Hold on, what was the. So I'm going to do last action Sanguine Mauling,
Mhm.
which allows me to make 2 attacks for the price of 1 action, but
Okay.
they do get map.
Keep in mind that because they used an athletics check. on
So
the
both of these will be
thing-
3s.
These are both 3s, yeah.
All right, claw attack. Nope.
Miss,
No.
miss. So the
Alright.
first one pops my last image, and mirror image was effectively useless.
That is such a weird thing that a miss.
Pops an
Pretty sure-
image. That doesn't make any
attack
sense.
roll
I'm pretty
fails
sure it
to hit
does it
your
in
AC.
5e too.
It doesn't in 5e.
No, it doesn't.
This is just one of those Pathfinder hates casters moments, unfortunately.
I almost want to house rule that because that's dumb.
Do it.
I might.
Yeah,
I am
it
the god
honest-
here.
It
but-
honestly just feels like, oh, you wasted it now because it doesn't matter if it hit or not. Okay.
Yeah, like it literally puts a hard cap on how long it's useful because if they make X number of attacks, it's gone no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. It makes the spell almost pointless. I may give you a little bonus for that dumbness, Will. Charlotte, you're up. Avi, you're up next.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to take my first action to move. I'm going to scoot or slide my way underneath Gamma because I got to get for a good angle here. If you
What? You're
20.
You're okay. Don't kill yourself, Sharp.
20. Well, other than that, I just throw bombs repeatedly. So like I can't hit the thing if Gamma's blocking my way.
What are you trying to hit?
All 3 of them.
Mm.
Keep in mind, the Quailant hasn't done anything.
But sick
I
his
don't
vampire hounds
believe
on us.
that.
Yeah, Yeah.
What do you
okay.
have against scientific experimentation? Aren't
When
you
it
Alright,
involves
academics?
fine.
sticking vampiric hounds on us, that is unethical academic
Also, hounds is
exploration.
kind of condescending. They are perfectly bipedal. They just had dog-like muzzles on them.
Well,
They
that's
do not
rough.
look bipedal. They look look at the shape of the head. Those though that's not they'll look at the ears.
I-
Pull those up again.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being Nosferatu, 10 being Toreador, they're definitely on the Nosferatu side of things.
Your
Yeah, those
Toreador is
are-
showing well.
Like, my vampire would get a debuff to his stats because of how unaesthetic these are.
Oh, you patrician asshole. Anyway, magic missile from Charlotte. At which one?
Oh, the red one, since it's there.
So that's 5,
7.
3. Oh, thank you. 7, 5, 6. Ooh, so that's 11
18.
plus 7, 8. Thank you. All of it goes through, and that basically nearly chews through all the health it got by draining blood.
Yeah.
Avi.
Yup. Alright, I think I am going to Needle of Vengeance red against Gamma. And then Electric Arc on both again. Ooh, not bad damage. 33.
33. Well, let's see if they pass their saves. Red first. Reflex. Succeeds, but not critically. Blue. Critical failure.
Nice. Is that a
So-
critical failure? they feared or
Sorry.
something?
No, sorry, yeah. I said it looked like such a low number, but no. Technically
Yeah.
speaking, no. But still failure. So the first one will only take
16, I think.
Yes, thank you. Goodbye all that blood health, and the other one takes the full 33.
3.
Yeah.
Blue is looking pretty hurt.
And red is needled.
Okay.
Red is needled. I will add a little token for that. Little angry, little weird lightning bolt thing. The Quailant waves its hand through the air like it's almost taking notes on something that you guys can't see. And does nothing.
Boo.
2 actions, 4th level heal on myself
Sure.
for 59 hit points. Sweet, still good because I'm not so drained that that's overhealing. Good, I did the right spell level for that. And then Gamma has 2 actions, so regular action and hasted action are both going to be strikes against blue. Regular action, 33 becomes a 35.
I'm pretty sure that hits. Yep.
For 21 stanic damage.
Ooh, excuse me. Sorry.
Oh, I have to make a fortitude check with Gamma. Hero
Yes.
point. 36. And 33, I think that's a fail for the stack.
Yes. So, yeah, so 33. Actually, no, 33 is the DC.
Oh, alright, so. Cool.
And drain doesn't affect your...
Drain affects that, but I have it on the sheet, so it's included.
Oh, so it's already being affected.
Yeah.
Okay. So
This
yeah,
should
you
be-
you pass by the skin of your teeth.
Okay, sweet.
Nice.
And blue is well out of the triple digits.
Then in that case, second attack will be on blue still. So that's 30 only, which will miss.
Yes.
Yep.
Ophelia, you are up.
Ophelia maintains bardic inspiration. And she is going to... does not have much that I want to use. Let's see, I have a level
Hello?
6 spell.
Hi, can I help you?
Meow.
Is there a
Oh, Teddy.
gremlin?
I was like, has someone like opened Sarah's door?
You! How can it be you? Ah!
And Chad, I apologize for my indecision. I just don't really know bards, high level bards all that
Oh,
well, so I'm trying to learn.
quick. Good
This
question
is
in the chat, Will.
what?
Haste.
How did haste get canceled? It didn't. That's why I did 2 strikes. I did a 2 action heal on myself and then 2 strikes.
There we go.
Painful vibrations on red with Ophelia.
Ooh. Fort 35. Alright, let's take a look at their forts. Not their best.
No, you
But
have
they still
to.
succeed.
You have.
So
You
now
can't.
there's 42, 43, 44. So 45 becomes 22. Sonic.
22.
I need you for my mental health.
Wouldn't it be 44?
No, because it's a it's a +2. Yeah. So either way, it becomes 22.
On red?
Yep.
Okay.
Billy doesn't have line of sight on blue without blue.
That's fair. Yeah. Alright, we move on to the first of the blue. Blue is going to try for that bite again.
I'm blue.
Remember, Gamma gets +1 to AC from Endures.
Yep.
Fangs. Crit.
Well, I wish I had mirror image, but yeah, that will crit. So that becomes
Ow.
That
68.
76.
Yep, 76 damage.
Oof.
Still in the triple
Oh.
digits.
It is then going to try for that athletics check again for drink blood.
Yep.
41.
Success.
So it gains 25 HP back.
And my drained condition increases by 1 to drained 3.
And then it's going to do the same, the sanguine mauling. So it is going to try and hit twice with number 3 on claws. Nope. No.
Nope. Neither of those will hit.
Nope. Endures in Darkness. Endures in Darkness is gonna do something to set up for next turn. What's the burst on 3 action heal again? What's the range?
30.
Oh, he
So
could
they're
probably do it
within
now.
range right now.
Yeah, he can do it now. All right.
Although if we're talking about pure healing power, the 2 action heal is still the better option.
Yeah, but he wants to damage the undead at the same time.
Okay.
Just double checking. Well, you know what? I can't do at that. Endures doesn't have that information. He's just going to go out on a limb here. Seeing that big hit, he is going to use his 7th level. That doesn't seem right in terms of the DC. That is not correct. His DC is 36. 84 healing to Gamma and to anyone else who's hurt, which I don't think is anyone. And these guys have to pass a.
That's not
fort
84 healing.
No?
No, because it doesn't add the. It's minus 56. Whatever 84 minus 56 is, because the 3 action is just the dice.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, so 28 healing.
28. All right. Whoa, I did not mean to make my calculator that big. All right, these guys are going to do their fort save
28
and
damage if it.
yeah. And the DC is 36 because of Endurer's spell DC. Critical failure from Red. Success, but not critical from Blue. So Red, we said 28, right?
Yep.
So that gets doubled on a critical failure, right?
56, yes.
Nice.
Yes, 56. There we go.
And the other one will take half, which is 14. And that was a 3 action, 7th level heal. All right. Because Sunburst is too big for this still little temple. All right, we move on to Red. Second verse, same as the first. He's going to go in for that Fang attack.
Oh
39.
God, just
It's-
die.
Well, he needs to make a will save.
Ah.
Or if you want to roll them all at the end, you can do that too.
Potentially, yeah, there might be
It's
a few.
every hostile action, so
Yeah.
It'll
Drink
probably be
blood. Athletics 37.
success.
All right, so
I go to drained 4.
At
Because
what
there's
point do
no
you die?
maximum? I don't know.
Okay.
Let's
and
go double
then
check that quickly because that drained 4 seems like it would be.
Like it would have
Quite
consequences?
drained.
Well, I just feel like
Are you gonna become a vampire
I
frog?
might just die.
At what point do you just become fully exsanguinated?
oh,
No,
whoops,
I'm okay. So it's trained 4.
whoops.
He's not consuming the blood, unfortunately. It's just getting taken
Also-
out of him.
Also, I've made a boo boo.
How
I don't get HP back from something that's already drained.
Oh well.
Oh!
Oh, I see. You can't stack it.
Nope. Hold on. Let me double
I
check.
am going to lose 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 hit points though from this round of drain. Now that I'm drained 4,
All right.
so I'm now at 63 hit points after that.
And the no, nothing from the claws.
Make me 3
Yes, 3
wisdom
wills.
saves, please.
Not on Endures in Darkness's profile though.
No, thank you.
All right. First one. 24
Critical
failure.
failure. Critical
Critical
failure.
failure.
Critical failure. Success, but not critical.
Okay.
So that'll be
total that up for me, please.
32 plus 32 plus
Oof.
8.
Thankfully, there's no. You instantly die
Well-
if you hit this drained condition.
Squishy has given
Oh.
you a hero point, Will.
Thank you, Squishy.
That was a nasty turn on Needle of Vengeance.
A more intelligent creature might have been more clever about it, like after the first Needle of Vengeance, but these things are basically feral at this point, so.
Yeah.
That took that like took 2/3 of its remaining health out just from that.
Yeah.
And now it's Charlotte's turn.
All right, we'll try this.
Oh, that's
Six,
a
seven,
good
8.
choice. That becomes a 38. That will hit. Were you aiming it at red?
Boop.
Oh, okay.
Yes, actually.
Splash.
Yeah, it's gonna cone out, so it probably won't hit blue, but I'll aim it at red. Yeah.
Well, you've got that ability that lets you point the splash in certain directions, don't you?
Yeah, you can aim.
I
Yeah,
have directional
directional
bombing.
Yeah. So you
You
can
can
clip-
direct it.
You can get both of them. So that will be a total of 6 plus 2, so 8 acid damage, and then 10 splashes, so a total of 18 on each.
And he's got a persistent acid.
Please remind me about that at the end of the turn. That was just one. Yeah, go second action. Red, who was looking before the more healthy of the two, is now much less so.
All right, well, I've got second action, which is to make myself another bomb, and then my third action is going to be another one of these. That won't hit, though.
It's now stooped so low from like its injuries that you don't compensate with your throw. Just sails over. Though I should check just to check for splash damage. Their AC is 34, so that does critically miss. So the splash damage doesn't hit. But that's the first time that's happened today. Avi, these things are looking pretty low.
They are looking pretty low. I'm gonna sustain Needle and Electric Arc 'em again.
All right.
I'm saving my spell slots for the thing behind the corner. So if they could both make me some reflex saves, please.
Roll bad.
Hold on a second. I'm just checking.
Crit fail, crit fail.
Good fail. Good fail.
All right. Electric Arc on red. Reflex save. Not a crit fail, but a fail.
I suppose.
Second one succeeds, but not critically.
Okay, so that'll be 26 and
Red is hanging on by a thread.
13.
Blue's doing a little better, but compared to how it started, terrible.
Yeah.
And it hasn't managed to drink any blood, I don't think.
Womp womp.
Quaylant's like, as it steeples its fingers. Interesting. Igra.
Blue. So 30 will miss blue probably.
Just by a little.
Blue.
That
32.
That definitely hits. A little shy of a crit.
Okay, so that'll be 25, 26, 27, 28 damage.
Ooh, there. It's also hanging on by a thread now.
I have 2 actions left. Zap.
All right. Doesn't really matter. I'll start with blue. Reflex. Succeeds, but not critically. So 9 damage,
So
which was
20 becomes 10.
exactly what you needed. Blue is down.
Nice.
And then red fails, takes the full 21 or 20. It is also down. They had 9 and 8 respectively.
What happened?
You do now hear a
was done.
voice in your head. A pity, but an opportunity for new exploration. And it kind of unfolds its arms and seems to take a stance. It looks like it's ready to attack. But it's not its turn. So Ophelia.
You are a disgrace to the science world.
Well,
Oh, please. I've dissected more academics than you've ever met.
Proving my point.
I feel it proves the opposite. Here, I can prove it to you. Let me go get the rib cage.
You're kind of gross, dude.
You're gross.
You're grody. Grody Jody.
Allow me to play with your brain for a bit, and I think you'll find me quite charming.
No,
Or is it
that's
yes?
gonna be a no for me.
Giving me total doctor from the Act 2 of Baldur's Gate vibes right now. And I don't like this.
Sadly, you cannot talk this one into it, letting the nurses kill it.
I love doing that. My party
Who
members
is
look so
going to
aghast at me.
there.
Like, how did you manage that? I'm like, I'm
Ophelia's
really
going
good at
to
communication.
Oh.
Stride to hear and maintain Bard Song.
Oh, actually, hold on a sec, real quick. I almost forgot something.
Why would you do this?
Will,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to give me 2 will saves on Choco.
Oh,
Fail.
oh.
Okay.
From
All right. Okay.
Doesn't
Ophelia,
he have to have line of sight on Choco?
don't worry about it. Yeah. So Ophelia moves
I'm
from there.
super worried about it. I'm super worried about it,
I'll have to
actually.
kill
Fine.
Choco. I kill Choco. He's replaceable after a week of downtime.
No.
Ophelia is Ophelia's turn done.
Yep, that's Ophelia.
Okay.
Hey,
Endures in
can I get,
Darkness.
Like a good 2-action heal.
I forgot Endures lost his AC bonus thing because he did a 3-action heal. I don't know. Do we want to block it off with a stone wall? I could try and seal it in that room.
I would rather just get a good 2-action heal.
Oh, okay.
My maximum is 171. I'm at 63, so 4th level if you got it.
Actually, you know what? At this point, a battle medicine check might actually be more effective.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just going to double check. All right, so DC. Do I have assurance in medicine? I'm pretty sure I do.
On me or Gamma, it doesn't matter who.
Yeah,
so
I'm just
within
double
reach, so he
checking
does
how
have the
high
max.
assurance I can get with battle medicine. I can do 38 automatically, so that is going to be
DC 30.
DC. Yeah, so that'll be.
Do you want me to do it? Because I have the magic
Yeah.
for DC 30. 42.
So yeah, Gamma gets 42 hit points left. Cannot be affected by Endures in Darkness's battle medicine.
I think it's just battle medicine in general.
It's very
for the rest of the
possible.
day.
That was just a one action thing, I think.
Yep.
Um,
I need 71 more to get me to max. Sorry, not 71 more. 60.
I do actually have a fourth action heal.
So like a level 3 or level 3 heal
Yeah.
will probably be fine for 2 action if you want to do that.
Oh, sure. So that'll just be 3d8 plus 24.
Yep. Because we don't want to overheal.
31.
Nice. All right.
All right, so keeping track of which spells I've used. That's Endures in Darkness's turn. Charlotte, you're up. An abomination of academia stands somewhere nearby. Not exactly
God.
before you, but.
My abomination academia.
It's wonderful. Now I will enter
Ooh.
this room. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
20, 30. Oh, look, book. So I can see it since I couldn't before.
Just so you guys can get this impression, so it has 3 legs. So it walks around on 3 kind of wet-looking tripod legs with 3 feet, and it has 3 arms, one coming out of the middle of its shoulder blades at the back, and 2 out of the front, almost like praying mantis things, except they end in 3 spiny, long, clawed fingers.
Teddy arms.
No, out of more of its shoulders. It's kind of the you don't get the proper thing.
That's absolutely, totally not weird at all. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw this at them.
Greater Alchemist Fire.
Does
All
that
right.
hit?
That Bard Song is still up, so that
That's
actually has a
39.
good margin to hit.
Yay! Why would you
Their
say it like
AC
that?
is 36. So
Oh, okay.
even without Bard Song, you would have hit by 2.
Okay, well, that's 21 fire damage with 10 fire splash damage, and then they'll have persistent fire every round.
21 fire. Let me check their resistances real quick.
You see?
It seems all the fire damage goes through.
Hooray!
And then 10. Yeah, this is actually a good opponent for you, Charlotte. It doesn't have resistances to any of your bomb types.
Yay! And then I'm gonna spend my next 2 actions crafting because I ran out of
There's
the
a
good shit.
bottle on the table next to you if you want to craft with that.
Why am I a little
I mean, there's something
sus?
floating in it that looks vaguely spherical, but it's fine.
No, it's a tadpole.
I think I will just craft
Alright.
with my own reagents. Thank
Avi,
you.
you hear glass shattering, small explosions, weird squishy noises.
Squish,
I'm
squish, squish.
coming into this room. I am still like a solid 30 feet up off the ground. Maybe here might be better. Am I still in range for something? Sure. Not for Needle of Vengeance yet. But I am close enough to maybe do some sort of intelligence check on it, some sort of arcana occultism, maybe.
Probably occultism. It's aberration.
It is an aberration, so yes.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
That's a
girls.
40.
That is it. It is only a creature 15, so that is like a critical success.
Yay, tell me everything, please.
So This thing is resistant to mental damage by 15.
Oh.
It has no immunities, though. Um, they are known to be very dangerous because they can pry into your mind and literally manipulate your emotions and make you feel things and all sorts of crazy stuff. Also, they can lash out with terrifying speed with their strange looking arms and just like really mess you up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, basically, it doesn't have like any crazy things like
Does
it's
it
not
got a
immune to anything.
name?
It is a Quailent.
It is a Quaalude.
Wait.
No,
Um,
that resistance to mental damage was good to know because it negates Needle of Vengeance almost entirely.
Perhaps the most frightening tales of Quailents attribute them with abilities beyond those detailed here, suggesting that Quailents might be an entire category of alien menace that has only recently turned its awful attention to the world.
We got an alien. All right. I think I am going to, with my last action, do a little diviner sight, get a little portent roll up. So Igra, at any point in your next turn, you can substitute one of your rolls with a 10.
Okay.
You have assurance on one of your rolls
I have
in the next
assurance.
round.
Nice.
That works for Will.
We move on then to the Quailent, who begins to move, and you guys notice that it actually sort of slightly lifts off the ground, and its little things go from flat on the ground to just kind of trailing under it as it has natural airwalk. So it just sort of like floats across the ground like an incredibly disturbing Marceline the Vampire Queen.
Hmm.
Its feet
Is
never
it
touch
just
the
you
ground.
and me and the wreckage of the world?
The wreckage of your
Must
minds.
be so
Um,
confusing for a little girl.
Check out what
It
I
is-
found while cleaning today, by the way, with Marceline
Aw.
up.
It is going to move to here, and then I think I could catch a number of you. I would like to do
as
a
it's moving there.
yes,
Does a 37 hit it?
yes.
22, 23, 24, 25 sonic damage.
Okay. All right.
Sanic.
Now, Will, how many people here? I'm gonna have to ask you to help me with this.
Mhm.
How many people do you think I can get with a 30-foot cone?
Well, Matt, there's this lovely new tool on Roll20 that you can make a cone.
What's a roll 20?
Well, Matt, it's the thing we're
you
on
can
right
get- You
now.
can get 3 of us because I don't think it can go through walls.
Uh,
Like, it can't physically go through a wall, so you can get 3 of us, or you can get 3 of us. Oh, Charlotte just deleted themselves.
Oops.
Oopsie doopsie.
I didn't.
Did Matt just delete
Damn it,
Charlotte?
Teddy.
The criminal is criminaling again.
I'm gonna try and get. I think if I can I
got
get
you.
Gamma, Avi Avi, and Charlotte?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
All right. They
What
are
if
going
I
to-
am 30 feet up?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's.
That is actually true because it would either be get Gamma, Avi Avi, or Gamma and Charlotte.
It's gonna get Gamma and Avi Avi
Rude.
with a crushing
I'd
despair.
say so.
Pinky.
As Gamma is filled with visions of a pond bereft of plant life and any sort of things to eat, and bereft of you. But ooh,
Use
Oh.
reactions and is slowed 1. Okay, so I have my 3 normal actions and I can't use reactions. That's a little bit annoying, but that's fine.
Oh.
and this allows me to trigger the Spiral of Despair free action. But I'm just gonna narrate this a little bit.
Well, technically speaking, Matt, it has no actions left at the end of that spell, so the spell casting ends its turn.
Well, no, it has a free action,
Yes, but once it has no actions, its turn automatically ends.
but it's triggered by this.
It's
a trigger free action.
If it's a triggered free action, that's fine.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
because it's specifically triggered by a creature failing a saving throw to resist one of its innate spells or emotional focus spells,
There
which
you
I
go.
believe Crushing Despair is. Oh, actually, no. Emotional focus means blind ambition, captivating adoration, delusional pride. Sorry, no, Crushing Despair is not one of them.
Okay.
But Avi, you don't get so much a picture in your mind, but like a realization, a feeling of a failure that Kiara is out of reach and that you put all effort you possibly could in and you failed her. And that just hurts so much inside, more than any wound you've sustained in battle in a long while.
The fear that she was already having without this spell.
Yep.
Amplified tenfold.
You just hear like a very sad whimper, Igora, as Avi's up in the air.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, let's pull ourselves together. Striking belly bump the first. So that'll become a 42 to hit the
That will hit.
Quailant for 19, 20, 21 sonic damage.
21?
Yep.
Hits.
Second attack. No.
Nope.
Third attack. Natural 20.
Ooh.
So that will become a critical. So that becomes 44 sonic and 3d8 additional. So 44 plus an additional 19. So 59, 60, 61, 62, 63 points of sonic damage to the Quailant.
It's a nice hit.
And then I need to make a will save at the end of my turn.
I think you actually make one at the start of your turn to see whether or not you're slowed.
At the start of his turn.
It must attempt another save at the... So it can't use reactions, and you must attempt another save at the start of the turn.
43. Well, I did it the wrong way, but I succeeded. So
That's
I
fair.
get my reactions back now. That's nice.
Well,
Oh no, I
No.
don't. I just can't use it for a minute. That sucks. Oh well. Either way, that's it.
All right, we move on to Ophelia. Will puts on a pink hat.
Ophelia is going to
Maintain Bard Song.
maintain Bard Song. That's
As one
action,
does.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
Though, lingering composition, if you spend an action, the subsequent turns you won't have to spend an action, but I think you have to do something for it lasts X amount of turns.
Yeah.
where did the initiative order go?
Oh,
I have closed.
Did it go somewhere?
Oh, there it goes. There it is.
45.
I'm not
okay, so
speaking
not-
to you. You deleted me.
Oh, the cat.
Ophelia's going to stride to here and then take a shot with her lovely oath bow.
36
to hit.
36.
That one.
That
said
is
37.
exactly what you needed.
Oh, 14. So 16 piercing damage.
16, all of it goes through.
Yep.
Endures in darkness. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
DPS. Did Choco need to do something on my turn, by the way, Matt?
Actually, yes. Will, you don't have to worry about Choco anymore. Choco gets their own turn with all their own actions, and Choco is just going to move to the door over here with a weird look on their face.
Choco.
Alright, well, if Choco dies, Choco dies. Cool. And they're not really usable until we hit level 16 anyway, so that's fine.
It's like watching someone be rude to a waiter.
What?
The fact that you
The
don't
way
get
you
it is
treat
even
your
worse.
animal companion.
Choco's replaceable within a week. If I don't get attached when they eventually do get killed by Matt, it becomes less painful.
It's the energy of like, I'm not going to pick up that trash on the floor. They get paid for that. It's the same energy.
Anyway,
Also, hello, Butch.
Butch.
Hello,
I
my
see you're
sweet
still a
baby
cone.
girl. Hello, my
Um,
sweet baby baby.
We kind of like
One,
Spoach a lot.
2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Endures in
How do you
Darkness
not?
is
They're
going
wearing a
to try and
strawberry.
repay the. Oh, wait. Dang it. I didn't repair this. Gosh darn it.
Also, the Hatsume Miku secret lair sold out in 5 minutes, and I'm sad.
Say that name again. That first name.
Hatsume?
Nope.
Nope. Hatsune.
With an N.
Either way, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's sold out in 5 minutes.
No,
Alright, you know what?
no, you put some respect on that name, god damn it.
Ooh. Okay.
She's done so much.
She
She
really has.
deserves it.
The Miku secret lair.
Reflex. Succeeds but not critically, so they'll take 10 electric. Damage is damage.
Little bit
Obby
more.
obby.
11.
That's me.
Bard song.
So I am slowed 1. I'm gonna make that will save though. 37? What was
give me a
the?
quick-
It was 39, wasn't it?
I think so.
All right,
Yep,
so it's
39.
still a failure, so I'm still slowed. And that means I only have 2 actions.
Oh, okay. I'll let you down.
Yeah, I might just smack him with a telekinetic bombardment. Just sort of like in a line right through him so it doesn't hit anyone else.
Yep.
So if he could make a little reflex save, that'd be great.
Reflex. Succeeds.
Actually, with a 10-foot burst, I can just dump it right on top of him.
Yeah.
God damn it. That was so close to a
So
failure.
54 becomes something.
27.
Yeah.
Damage is damage.
Yeah. That's my turn.
All right. Char. It's your turn.
Char.
Xander.
He takes 3 fire damage. By the way.
DC 15 flat check to not be on fire anymore.
Flat check.
Nope.
14.
Still on fire.
Still on
What
fire.
a unique experience. I shall have to record this in your skin. All right. It is your turn. You get to do all your normal stuff, Sharon.
Yeah, I do. In fact, I do. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's go with some acid bombs.
Oh,
43 plus
45.
14, 45.
That will definitely hit. So that is going to be an immediate 8 damage from Bard Song, and then another 10 from the splash.
Persistent doesn't stack, does it?
I mean, I personally would say different types of persistent would stack.
Yes, different types of
So
persistence.
fire and acid.
Mm.
I mean,
So
it
three-
does involve these gates.
3 in the persistence of fire, and now he has got a persistence acid damage as
Fair
well.
question in chat. They are using airwalk and floating above the air, which is why, unfortunately, Endures in Darkness didn't get to use Crushing Ground.
Yeah, unfortunate. But also, FYI for anybody who's there, it's still up for another minute.
Yeah.
Don't go in that area.
Yeah, Endures is 1 square away from it. All right, so that's just 1 acid flask. You got 2 actions left.
I do got 2 actions left. I think I'm going to save some of my things and do just an electric arc.
Now, that just means there was 1-1 in there. It's not actually the worst roll. The red always is a little misleading. That's reflex. They pass, but just barely. So that's going to be 6 electric.
7.
7, thank you, Will.
And that ends my turn.
All right. Quailent is going to horribly turn to look at Gamma. And you all hear in your mind a voice just sort of dripping with scorn. Brutish creature. and is going to try and cast Hideous Laughter on Gamma. Oh no, Will. I'm doing the thing that you would want me to do by
36.
targeting the tank.
The slowed one can't use reactions.
I wish it wouldn't give you
Oh,
slow.
I
I
didn't-
wish it'd give you frightened, because if frightened, then I could help you, but I
So
can't
no,
help
so-
you.
Okay, so it's slow.
Does the slowed stack?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so
Mhm.
then I am actually slowed 1 now. Oh, that
Yes.
fucks up my turn.
Oh no, a bad thing happened in combat. But don't worry, I'm gonna hit someone else now. Endures in Darkness is gonna take 31 slashing
Oh
damage.
no. Oh
But
baby.
I'm gonna remember something. I'm gonna remember something that I gave Endures in Darkness ages ago and have forgotten to use constantly. Cloak of Poison.
Oh.
As the creature slashes out with its horrible three-finger claws, a vicious wound is carved in the head of Endures in Darkness. But then there's a little spray of poison that gets on the thing and begins to like pucker and boil its skin a little bit. It takes 13 poison damage.
It's my boy. It's my boy.
He does take 31 slashing damage though.
I mean,
That's
be careful, my boy. Be careful, my boy.
Igra. It is your turn.
Delay until after Ophelia. Ophelia, Bard Song, and then 2 actions to also use another painful vibrations on this thing.
Fortitude. Is that
Vibrations.
succeeds but not critically, so it'll take
So,
half damage.
20 damage.
Yep.
Cool. And now we come to Igra's turn. Thank you for the assist, Ophelia. Hey, asshole, die. Execute.
Oh, here we go. All right, this is an important fort save. This would be a special dice rolling thing if we had it.
Box of Doom. Damn.
Saves, but not critically.
Oh well, it still takes half of 70, so that becomes
72.
72, which is some number.
37? No.
36, I believe.
36. That takes out more than half its remaining hit points.
Yeah, I thought it would.
Yay!
And because I'm slowed 1, I only get 2 actions, so that is Igra's turn. Endures. Kill steal me.
I mean, he'll delay his action if one of the teachers wants to do it.
Go for it. Go.
No, I'm sorry, she's crying. Go for it, Endures in Darkness. You got this. You're doing so good.
I'll go up and damn it, I didn't take Shillelagh. Damn it. loads like a walking stick. You came to the wrong neighborhood. Oh, have I programmed this right? Stone Lance. That is definitely not programmed right. I rolled. Why is it rolling 2 things for the attack thing?
It's not rolling 2 things for the attack.
This
It's
is
rolling
4
damage
plus
and
5?
critical damage.
No, but this is like Stone Lance is like a attack spell.
Yeah. Is it not an attack spell?
It rolled a 9 to hit, which is not possible.
No, you don't have it. You don't have it programmed correctly. Do you want me to fix it?
No, god damn it. I thought that's what on and
you.
off. Hold on. Let me just.
Well, what is
That's-
Endures plus?
There we
delay?
go. I think that's correct.
No, you didn't
Nope.
roll.
Oh, boy.
It is roll to attack. I got you, Matt.
All right.
I got you.
That's what I had it before.
Yes, you did have it on before, but you what spell school do you have this set as?
Should be primal.
Domain, requirement, school, evocation. Yeah, that's right.
Evocation. No, that's wrong. Oh wait, no, that might be right.
Wisdom.
Oh.
This is a domain spell, so those are usually clerics. No.
Yeah, something weird is going on. You know what? I'm just
Yeah.
going to roll a d20 and add spell attack roll, so 26 plus 26. 34, 36, 36 with Bard Song, I think is exactly what we needed.
Nice.
And I'll just take the damage from the first one. That can't be right. 92 piercing.
That's
That can't
critical
be.
damage.
Oh, 43 piercing.
Nice.
Blob explains the blob.
So
Good
endures.
job, Endures.
Oh, endures. Reaches down with his druid magic, shapes the stone from the ground, wraps it around the caltrops from the ground, making sort of a rocky drill with spikes coming out of it at irregular intervals. Begins to spin it in the air, and then launch it. And the thing looks down, seemingly like finally paying attention outside of that one attack it did on Endur's like, what are you? And then its head just disintegrates in a pile of caltrops and stone and weird grayish flesh. It had 14 HP left.
Endures in darkness. You did a really good job. Agate has been outside the whole time, possibly taking a nap. Can
Can
she
you
sort
roll
of
me a will
open-
save just out of curiosity for Agate?
Maybe.
Oh, did
Don't make her
Choco
cry
just
in real
bugger
life.
off somewhere?
Ha!
What'd Choco
Hero
go
point.
do?
38.
Okay. So, hold on. I have to read some rules real quick about what's going on with Choco. Give me a second.
Does Agate see what's going on with Choco?
Agate, for the way, seems to bat something out of the air that's not there.
Hmm.
So,
Like I said, Choco's not useful for another level anyway, so this is fine.
What are you playing with, Agate?
Agate's hackles rise a little bit.
That was a quick bluff. Some bestiary.
And where's Choco? Is Agate seeing things? Is Agate frightened? Or just like, is there a condition? I can help people who are frightened, but that's about it.
Where did Choco go?
Choco is slowly wandering out of the room back towards the entrance.
Choco! He's sleeping. I'm gonna search this room. I searched the room.
Does anyone want to give me a because no one did any sort of arcana or knowledge check on the Vrykolakas ancients.
I'm following Choco, unfortunately. This room will be here when I get back.
Why are you
Can I
If
roll?
you're following Choco, feel free to give me that check.
The will save?
Yeah.
Sorry, the check to
I do-
look at. Sorry, Sarah.
To recall knowledge
fine.
regarding the feral vampire thingies. So this would be occultism.
I can do that.
Oh.
Yeah, Sarah, do that. I'm not in the room.
39. Charlotte, you realize, you remember hearing about this, that this particular type of undead has an ability called feral possession. That when it reaches 0 hit points as a free action, if there is a animal within 100 feet, it can attempt to possess them. And then
I know
when
what's
possessed,
happening.
it attempts to return to its grave site.
I know what's happening. Choco is possessed by the Virkolakas.
All right, I go.
Oh.
I go catch up to Choco with Gamma,
All right.
and I kill Choco with Gamma.
Do you?
Yeah, in 2 hits
Why would
Well-
you do that?
to stop it from getting to the gravesite.
Well, here's the thing.
It's not like it's something that can be broken out of, right, Char?
No, Char tells you that it's going to go to the gravesite. It is going to attempt to reconstitute itself. It takes a minimum a day to do that, possibly up to 4 days. And while that's happening, Choco's body is just paralyzed.
Yeah, okay, so it's just more time efficient to kill Choco and replace him.
Yeah. Will, why are you so interested in killing Choco?
I don't, and from a purely
You seem to be going for the. You seem to be at the.
From a purely utilitarian perspective,
Mhm.
it is less time for me to replace Choco with a new animal companion than it is
Yes.
for me to wait out this process.
Do
Yes, but
you
this is
hear how psychotic that sounds?
Well, this is a living animal that feels pain
It
and
is a resource in a TTRPG.
You really want to pull that logic?
If this happened
That is
in
a
Bal- if this
that is a
happened in
two-edged
Baldur's-
sword, my friend.
If this
Are
happened
you
in Baldur's,
PMSing or something?
if
What
this
is
happened
going
in Baldur's
on?
Gate, we would. If this happened in Baldur's Gate, we would
I would pick you up and throw you off a
kill
cliff
the animal.
first.
Are you? Do you like
Companion.
kick the dog in Baldur's Gate too? You weirdo!
No,
What are you
I
doing?
don't. I'm just saying. Like, it's just there's no way
You're
to prevent this thing from doing this. Choco is mechanically
no,
useless.
no.
to
I
us.
never said that.
I literally just said, Shar, is
Sir
there a way to do
Sizzle?
it? And then Matt said nothing about there being a way to stop them from doing
I
this.
hadn't finished yet.
You paused.
Okay,
You
okay.
paused for
Can
like
we?
5 seconds.
It's like someone like on a boat coughs and you're like, oh, they have the
Okay.
plague, throw them overboard.
I mean, yeah.
Can
I
I?
think Charlotte has an idea.
Can we pause for like half a second so Sarah can write in her freaking book before we make any decisions right now?
So Matt, does Shar know a way to reverse to stop this thing from?
She rolled very well in the occultism check, so yes. Just let me make sure
Give her
I'm
a
clear
minute.
on the rules here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, these guys aren't in any monster manual that looks it.
Poor Choco.
I mean, if Choco is going to be a thrall and has no way of not being a thrall, I am just going to kill her. Because it is less trouble to do that than it is to let one of these things try to resurrect itself.
Also, I'm going to roll.
Yeah, thoughts, but I'm just gonna keep them
That
to
is
myself.
not how that works. Okay.
Oh no.
No, it's still 24 hours, and that's if you let it get to the gravesite.
I feel like Agate is doing that little cat dance thing in front of Choco, like the little skitter, 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 skitter.
Okay, so bear with me here, because let me actually think for a second to see if I have something that might help, first and foremost. Okay.
Actually, remind me, Charlotte, do you have a knowledge skill, like a lore skill, associated with poisons or with alchemy, or is it just your crafting skill we've been using?
So specialized, I'm a specialist in occultism. I've got crafting, but I've also got necromancy. I don't know if that is effective at this point. It's less necromantic and more
Actually,
ghostly.
like you have a lore necromancy?
I have a lore necromancy.
Give me a lore necromancy check.
Okay.
Okay,
43.
so you, combination of someone who has an interest in necromancy and has studied it, and an alchemical knowledge, you come upon a novel solution to this problem. You know that most people, if this was just some random, like a rat from inside a temple or something, it is incredibly easy to stop this happening. You would just decapitate the rat, but that kills it. And you don't want to kill Choco. But
Yeah.
with your alchemy knowledge, you have a solution. Because none of you sadly have the ability to remove curses. That's a divine or occult spell. And I don't think any of you have access to that. I was checking if Endurus could prepare that, like you guys could
No.
rest. But you, with your alchemical knowledge, could create a potion that could essentially induce a death-like state in Choco, which would fulfill the requirements of Choco being dead to cancel the curse. Essentially, you
I
would
could do
stop
that.
Choco's heart
That
for a
feels
couple
like
seconds.
Matt's creating an item in order to avoid the
She rolled a
consequences of the
43 on a
creature.
necromancy check.
That feels like Matt's creating an item to avoid the consequences of the creature.
It's not an item, it's just...
So We do have the item that does that, so if we wanted to just let Charlotte do it this way, which is cooler, we
Oh,
have
what's
a
the item?
staff that we got over in the Blood Salt region, I believe,
Oh.
because Avi was cursed and Ophelia removed it with the staff. So
Oh, you have a curse removing staff. Okay.
we
but
do
I'm
have a,
gonna let-
a staff that does remove curse. This is
So
cooler.
here's the thing: we're gonna
But-
reskin that to let
Exactly.
Charlotte do this because she rolled a 43 on a necromancy lore check.
But for the sake of anyone who's like, oh, Matt's just giving them boons left and right. No, 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 no. We could have done this ourselves. Matt's just making it cool because he's a cool guy.
No, so here's how I see this.
Also, I'm
I
seeing the end game
can-
of this campaign. Choco survives. Will doesn't.
I have the ability for magical crafting, and as a
Balls.
master crafter, I can break down magical crafting elements. So, and that sort of thing. I have the feat craft anything.
Nice.
I can literally,
Why do I
If
hear
I-
Shakira singing?
La, 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 la.
That was Shakira in Zootopia, right?
Yes.
so knowing that there's that item that we have, I can do this. So, Matt, what would you like me to do? Just actually do the weapon or the staff, or make a crafting check to see if I make something reasonably that can be useful to break from a possession?
Well, let me ask you this real quick. Do you still have a hero point?
I do indeed.
Okay. Give me a crafting check.
Okay.
34.
Should I hero point that and try be higher? Because that was
Sure.
a 4.
Actually, you know what?
Oh, this is a 4. I
Because-
rolled a 4.
Here's the thing. Because you bothered to do a necromancy check beforehand, I'm just going to give you advantage on this. So roll one more time, take the better result.
Just lost it.
Okay.
42.
yeah. That's a natural 18. Yes, you managed to put together, you consider the curse removing staff for a moment, but you're like, no, I can do this. And while everyone else is taking their time to get eager to heal them, now here's a question, you guys. Do you prevent Choco from reaching the gravesite first? Like, do you just wrestle him?
Ideally, yes. Avi is wrestling with all 4 inches of her height.
All right. So you don't even have to do it as Choco is standing over the gravesite. You force feed Choco this potion.
It's gonna take a while anyway.
Yeah. You force feed Choco this potion after you've crafted it. For maybe half a minute, Choco is dead. Their heart stops, their brain enters a form of stasis. They are not alive. And there's a weird twitch, and this weird foul kind of smoke seems to leave Choco's beak. The spirit, unfortunately, cannot possess a dead thing. So. I'm just gonna say this is possibly the only example in the history of any TTRPG where someone with a pet doesn't want to do everything possible to save it.
Baffled. I'm horrified.
Will, if you have no attachment to the creatures, why do you play this class?
Because the summoner, I do it so I can tank, heal, and DPS. It's not a creature
Okay.
thing, it's an optimization thing.
I'll take Choco if you don't want him.
I mean, I don't want to retrain everything. It's just
I don't.
like,
I don't.
legitimately until next level, Choco is not really useful. And then once we hit 16, he gets the ability to actually be a lot more useful than he is.
Well, as the night winds down for this particular session, I'm probably going to say it's possible you
petting-
guys are maybe 2 encounters away from ending this part of it, and it might be a level up. I'm
we
going to
might
double
need to
check,
take
but
a long rest
I would like to take a long rest.
because I'm currently drained 4. To give you an idea
Yeah.
how bad that is for Igra, my maximum hit
Bad.
points normally are 275. My maximum hit points now are 170.
I can confirm. You guys, before you step through the doorway to the Red Star, will be at level 16.
Nice.
Uh,
Does
So-
Choco wake up?
Choco wakes up and is
Yes.
very confused, but
I'm petting Choco gently as he's lying on the
he
ground.
looks over, sees Igra, and feels better.
Oh,
Glad you're alive. Let's get to work.
Roger, boss. But yeah, you guys managed to get through that strange encounter with some creatures with some not great abilities. It's a pity the Quailent wasn't in a position to use some more of its kind of kooky stuff. It has a lot of synergy with its own abilities, but
Yep.
it kept being in a position where it needed to use other things.
Matt, I know that we're over time, but I did try to, before all of the
Oh, yeah?
shenanigans
Sorry, go ahead.
occurred, I tried to ask, could I search that room?
Yes, you guys are taking a long rest. You're crafting potions. Igra and Unders and Darkness are healing people. So, let me double check.
My assumption is because there's supposedly a lot of alchemy, I've got reagents galore here, so.
Yes. Actually, give me a occultism or religion check. Anyone who wants to.
I got your occultism,
I'll take some
32.
occultism.
Okay, so
Those ones.
you, after walking through here, looking at
45?
everything in here, there's a lot of like weird equipment in here that some of it is downright otherworldly. Like it's like weird lab equipment that looks like it's organically made, and you think this is something this thing brought from wherever it's from. But you managed to piece together, because you rolled over a 30 for occultism or religion, that the experiments conducted here were principally focused on the theoretical idea of undeath beyond undeath. The theory suggests that if an undead creature were starved of the needs and urges that keep it bound to this world long enough, it might transform into something even more removed from the cycle of life. None of the research done in this workshop seems to have made much progress towards this concept, fortunately. In fact, the research strongly suggests that all that lies beyond undeath is nothingness, which maybe, is appropriate, as the soul itself is finally free to move to the boneyard. The result, apparently from some correspondence you find, disturbed and frightened these cultists who were hoping for an end to the cycle of consciousness. They wanted this person to discover that if you take something that's undead, starve it long enough, its soul just ends. Doesn't pass on to any
Interesting.
afterlife, just becomes nothingness. And that's not what happened, and they were disappointed.
do we learn anything more on a crit? On a 45?
Is there anything specific you're looking for?
I don't know. I don't know.
Charlotte?
Here's my thought process, and I'm
Okay.
pulling this out of my repertoire of pseudo follower of the Mysterious Three. Is there any sort of research notes that I can compile or bring with me to maybe add to the book?
There is one specific thing you find. It's not so much a poison. It is like some sort of drug meant to accelerate the starving process by essentially calcifying the blood that's already in the creature's veins. Basically, I'm not feeding you, but I'm going to introduce this substance into your body that's going to turn what nutrients you have in your body into useless dreck.
Oh,
Ugh.
so like a tapeworm, basically. Eating
Well,
a
it's not even
person's
living, it's
nutrients.
just like,
It has the same
Turn-
element of a parasite burning
Well,
and destroying things, right?
kinda, yeah. So,
Okay. Well, that's interesting and something
Not all-
I will be putting in the book.
you can't think of any practical uses at the moment beyond horrifying cruelty, but,
I do slip this paper into the poison section of the secret cult book.
I don't know. I think Shard making that as like a combat available poison would be pretty fucking cool.
Also, I'm so sorry about my psycho fucking neighbors. I don't know if you
We
guys
actually
can
haven't been
hear
able to hear them, at least on my end.
Oh yeah, we've been able to hear them on stream.
I've been
Yeah,
concentrating on running creatures.
You've had
Yeah,
some
they're
complex fuckers today.
truly on one.
And I feel like I still didn't use the Quailent to the best of its abilities. It's
think
got
I think you used
feed
the
on
Quailent-
emotions, emotional frenzies.
I think you used the Quailent to the best of your abilities in the position that the Quailent was in. Had the Quailent aggroed before the vampires were done, I think it could have been a little bit more.
Yes, you
I
guys were
think
really
it
able
could
to
have been
focus
more.
it down. It like got 3 turns at most.
Yeah, and because of
Yeah.
that. But I think if we had to deal with the vampires and the Quailoth at the same time, that encounter probably would have been severe.
Yeah, I will admit that was one of the reasons I didn't use Endures in Darkness's big, super good against undead spell, because it would have been impossible not to hit the Quailent, and that would have probably aggroed it.
Yeah.
I appreciate this.
I say probably. I know it would have. I'm the DM.
And I would have decided that aggroed it.
Well,
But yeah, thank you for joining us, everyone. Next week might be interesting. After the long rest, it's very possible you guys might be able to stumble upon the leader of this cult, and maybe end the session with getting to level 16 if we don't spend too much time in the intro. Or at the very least,
Maybe.
2 weeks from now, we will definitely finish this particular chapter and step forward into possibly a strange new world, maybe.
also, just a heads up stream, Zoe is doing a show for the next little while.
I think she said she'll be back
Um,
next week.
Yeah, so we'll have Zoe next week, but after that she'll be a little bit spotty on Monday nights.
Mhm.
But yeah, it sounds like a really cool show, so I'm really excited for Zoe.
Yeah. Support the arts.
But check out our many other shows here on the channel. Tomorrow night, Will and Data Fang. Wednesday night, Wild Ambition. Friday night, Astral Calling. Saturday, Tabletop Bros. Sunday, Cozy Co-op. Matt's going to make a YouTube video about a Art Deco setting that I'm going to continue to remind you about on Monday nights.
I'm aiming to have it out next Thursday. I have to guss up my YouTube channel, and I need to actually figure out how to record offline in OBS.
I can help you with that. And Sarah said they might start streaming soon. So if that happens...
I'm thinking I might try a general test stream tomorrow if it goes well.
Ooh.
We're looking at a potential couple of Tuesday or Thursday nights of Little Kitty Big City. If you all want to join me with some kitty chaos.
Only if there is a kitty cam on the kittens in the other room.
I wish I knew how to program that in.
I can help you with that. If you
I was gonna say we have to know someone who can do that. If there's, yeah.
I mean, I will tentatively do a launch of a channel. It's going to be a lot of cozy games and a lot of Final Fantasy games, and then on top of it, maybe some old classic games. I am a big fan of some old point and clicks, so I might bring those in.
Yeah, so,
Do a little Nancy Drew.
and we're
Possibly.
going to do that, so keep an eye out for that. We'll of course plug it as we do, and yeah. Join us next week for the exciting conclusion of the section. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.
Have a good night, everyone.